Hi everyone, welcome and welcome again to Precious Life Coach, and I am your host, Dr. Bella Conte. If this is your first time visiting here, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like the video. You may wonder what I want to talk about today. This week's episode is about Chinese wedding. My friend got married, so I was fortunate to attend the wedding, and this is the first Chinese wedding that I witnessed that I saw everything. The wedding was in another town, so when we arrived, we had lunch together. Thank you, sir, for inviting me to your wedding. This wasn't my first Chinese wedding that I attended, but this was the first that I witnessed everything. After the lunch, we came back to the hotel. This is the room that I was staying in, and you can see the view. It's beautiful. For Chinese weddings, the wedding normally takes place at the groom's hometown, because for them, the groom provides everything, like the food, the dresses they use, and everything is provided by the groom. It's the eve of the wedding, so as you can see, we were decorating the place where the bride and the bride's parents and also the bridesmaid and friends of the bride have to wait for the groom. Since the bride and the groom are not from the same hometown, a place was provided for the bride's parent. So this is the place that we were decorating. Because if they were from the same hometown, it's easier. The bride should have just stayed in their family home, and then the first activity should have been done there. After decorating, as you can see, the bride, I with another friend were playing some games. This was the first time for me playing this hammer game. So they explained to me about the game, and then we started playing. It was fun though. Due to China's size and many different ethnic minorities, not all weddings will be the same. Traditions vary depending on where you are. So the Chinese traditional wedding that I'm going to share with you on this video is Liaoning province, the north part of China, that Dalian city. Maybe it may be different from the south part of China, or the east part of China, or the central part of China. Let me show you the way we decorated this place. This is the hand of the friends of the bride. See how this place is beautiful. We decorated this place by ourselves. After the decoration, we came to the place where the wedding has to take place. Look at this hall. It's big. And it's not only big, but it's beautiful. Look at those flowers. Look at the lights. And even right now, the lights are not even on yet. See how beautiful this place is. The bride, the groom, and the bridesmaid has to do rehearsal for the wedding, which is tomorrow. As you can see, let me show you around. See how beautiful this place is. Wow, I fell in love with this place. This place is beautiful. After the entourage had the rehearsal, we went to have dinner together. Chinese food is delicious, I'm telling you. It's a wedding day. We woke up at 3 a.m. Chinese wedding, most of the time was taken by photos. So the bride and the bridesmaid were making the hair and then doing makeup for the photos. Here is the groom's home. That's the groom's parents, and that's the groom. They were also preparing because it's wedding day. Mom, dad, and the groom, the bride and the bride's mother, and that's one of the bridesmaids. See how happy the mom is. That's me. You may wonder, why do we have to wake up at 3 a.m.? First, they have to do some photo shoots because the bride have to change up to 4 dresses. Look at her. That's her first dress. With her bridesmaid, they were having some photos because it's tradition. The videos and the photos that they're taking now early in the morning, they have to put them together, and then they have to play that in the wedding ceremony. Let me explain to you what's going to happen. The pre-wedding activities. Before a Chinese wedding celebration, the groom will often go to the bride's house to collect her. However, the bride will be surrounded with a few of her girlfriends who will tease the groom before handing over the bride. The friends will have to be bribed or convinced by the groom with pretense or envelopes with money before they will hand over their friend, the bride. Then the bride and the groom will bow to the bride's parents before taking her to the groom's home. That's the bride. See how beautiful she is. She's not only beautiful, she's kind-hearted. She is a good person. She's very nice. Look at her husband. That's the groom. See how handsome he is. After the photo shoot, the bride and the friends and the parents have to wait for the groom and his friends to come to the house. That's the groom and his friends. Look at them with those envelopes. Those are red envelopes that they have to use to bribe the girls and the people that will be at the door when they want to come inside to see the bride. That's the bride. That's her second dress. Look at her traditional Chinese dress. Let's talk about gifts for Chinese weddings. As a guest for the Chinese wedding, you usually give a red envelope to the groom and the bride with money inside it. And also make sure not to put like 4, because for them 4 means bad luck. Sir is like to die. So make sure when you put, if it's 400, please don't put it there. This is the family of the bride. See the traditional Chinese wedding dress. For Chinese, their lucky colors are red and white. Red means luck and prosperity. So if you're thinking of giving a gift to a Chinese, the color red is important. The groom is here for his bride, but now they are outside. They are trying to mock them so that they can give hongbao money so that they can open the door. Then he can come and meet the bride's parents before going to see the bride. As you can see, there are some people standing by the door, teasing them, asking them for money, asking him to provide this or that, but mostly it's hongbao. Hongbao is red envelope. In there, it's money. That's the bride's mother. She wanted to rescue the groom, but no, they have to give the envelopes. I can see that those are the envelopes. For Chinese, before the wedding, they refer to their in-laws as aunt and uncle. But the wedding day, that's the first time they should refer to their in-laws as mom and dad. Because for them, married is a union. They're not the mother-in-law, they're not the father-in-law, they are their mom. So they refer to them as mommy. You can see him calling the bride's mom mommy. That's the first time for him calling her mommy. When he came inside, he said mommy, and then the mom hugged him, and then the mom has to give him tea, Chinese tea, for him to drink, and then the mother-in-law will give him red envelope. After that, they enter to the bride and the bridesmaid. Look at them playing some games with the bridesmaid, ask them some questions, and then the groom has to take a hold, and then they play some games, and then he has to give some red envelopes, and then they have fun together. Those are all traditions. As you can, the best game for me was where the bridesmaid hides the bride's shoes, and then the groom and the friends have to look for them. Then the groom helps the bride to put them on. Look at him helping the wife to put on their shoes. It's beautiful. Chinese weddings are beautiful. After that, they were preparing now to go to the groom's home. But before that, look at him giving the wife some flowers, and then they kiss together. Now it's time for them to go to the groom's house. Those are the entourage cars. We're ready to go to the groom's house. The parents of the groom are waiting for the bride and the groom to go visit them for the first time. And now the groom has finished his own responsibility. It's the time for the bride. She needs to take some gifts to the in-laws, and then the in-laws have to accept her. And for her again, before she was calling her in-laws aunt and uncle, but today, the wedding day, is the first time for her to call them mom and dad. We're on our way to the groom's parents' house. Yeah, here we are. Look at the bride and the groom entering the house. That's the bride saying mom and dad for the first time, and then they give her envelopes. And then after that, the parents give them some traditional blessings for the wedding. This is the wedding venue. We are back. The bride has changed to her white dress. This dress is beautiful. Please don't forget to like and comment to this video. Thank you. The guests are here waiting for the bride and the groom so that the ceremony can be started. See how beautiful this place is. It's time for the white wedding. That's the MC. He has started the program, introducing a guest who is coming to perform for the wedding. This is a Chinese musician who they invited for the performance. I wanted to play it for you, but I'm scared. I don't want my video to be taken by copyright because I don't own a right to that song, so I'm sorry about that. Everybody's enjoying seeing him sing. He can sing well. That's the mom handing over the bride to the groom and then giving her blessings. And now the groom and the bride are coming to the stage. If you can listen well, the background, now they are exchanging vows, because before you saw when one of the bridesmaids came with the rings and then she took the flowers from the bride. So now they are exchanging vows. It's time for them to exchange rings. The husband gave a ring to the wife and then the wife did the same. Look at them showing off their rings. Oh, that's beautiful. Congratulations, Sarah and her husband. That's the chief bridesmaid. She is Sarah's friend. They have been friends for more than 20 years. You can imagine. That's her giving speech and then blessings to the married couple. After that, the groom also made a speech and thank everybody and also say some sweet words to his wife. The last speech was by the bride. She gave the vote of thanks. This was my third Chinese wedding, and I noticed something. I've never seen a wedding cake in their ceremony. I don't know if the other minorities have those ones, but like in Dalian, the north part of China, I don't know, but I've never seen it. Look at the food. That's the food that they serve, Chinese food, as I told you before. It's very nice. The last part is where the groom and the bride goes around and say thank you to everybody, and then introduce their family to each other. Look at them saying hello to people and then telling them thanks. If they've never met them before, then they can introduce them, and because they're one family now. After everything, they also take some photos. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you next time.